Hello, parents and guardians. Welcome to another week of our family devotional series. I'm Vince, gladly speaking with you in behalf of our Kids Church online team, one with our kids teachers and pastors, wherein we do whatever it takes to preach the gospel to the young. You being here, watching this video, really helps in the ministry of both you and your kids. Thank you for choosing to partner with us and keeping up with our weekly devotionals. Last week, we jump-started our series, Loyalty to the Royalty. We talked about Daniel's resolve. At the end of this series, we will learn how to have hope in God and cling to Him in difficult times. Well, not just in difficult times, but all the time. It's our second week of the series, and we will be talking about Nebuchadnezzar's dream. Well, without further ado, let's get started. For our activity, we will be playing charades with our kids. Before start of play, prepare the following. Think of a list of words that you can act out. You can opt to come up with a list of words that have something in common or just a random list of words. You decide how many words you want to play. The more words there are, the more fun the game will be. Prepare pieces of paper and write one word on each piece of paper. Example, things that are round, like coin, ball, earth, frisbee, wheels, head, moon, button, lifesaver. Now, this is how to play. Number 1, first person will pick a piece of paper and act out the word written on it. All other players will try to guess the word. Number 2, set your own rules as to what is allowed and what is not. No pointing to specific objects, no spelling of words, no mouthing of words. Number 3, the person who guesses the most words wins the game. Number 4, every member of the family should have the chance to act out a word. Was it easy to guess the words that were acted out? Some words were easy to guess while others required a bit more thinking and imagination. Now, what if I were to stand in front of you and you have to guess what I'm thinking of without any clues? Do you think you can do it? You know what? This is what the king of Babylon, King Nebuchadnezzar, demanded from his men. Let's see what happened in the book of Daniel, chapter 2, verses 1 to 6. In verse 1, one night during the second year of his reign, Nebuchadnezzar had such disturbing dreams that he couldn't sleep. He called in his magicians, enchanters, sorcerers, and astrologers, and he demanded that they tell him what he had dreamed. As they stood before the king, he said, "I have had a dream that deeply troubles me, and I must know what it means." Then the astrologers answered the king in Aramaic, "Long live the king! Tell us the dream, and we will tell you what it means." But the king said to the astrologers, "I am serious about this. If you don't tell me what my dream was and what it means, you will be turned to limb from limb, and your houses will be turned into heaps of rubble. But if you tell me what I dreamed and what the dream means, I will give you many wonderful gifts and honors. Just tell me the dream and what it means." Of course, no one could tell the king what his dream was. No one, no matter how smart he may be, can't do that. The king got furious and ordered all the wise men to be killed. Let's continue in verse 14. When Arioch, the commander of the king's guard, came to kill them, Daniel handled the situation with wisdom and discretion. He asked Arioch, why has the king issued such a harsh decree? So Arioch told him all that had happened. Daniel went at once to see the king and requested more time to tell the king what the dream meant. Then Daniel went home and told his friends Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah what had happened. He urged them to ask the God of heaven to show them his mercy by telling them the secret, so they would not be executed along with the other wise men of Babylon. That night, the secret was revealed to Daniel in a vision. Then Daniel praised the God of heaven. Even someone as wise as Daniel could not tell the king what his dream was, but God can. Daniel sought God and God revealed it to him, and both the king and Daniel praised God. In verse 27, Daniel replied, "There are no wise men, enchanters, magicians, or fortune tellers who can tell the king's secret, but there is a God in heaven who reveals secrets and has shown King Nebuchadnezzar what will happen in the future. Now I will tell you your dream and the visions you saw as you lay on your bed." The king said to Daniel, "Truly your God is the greatest of gods, the Lord over kings, a revealer of mysteries, for you have been able to reveal the secret." Daniel was about to be killed, but turned to God and God delivered him. God revealed the king's dream, and this is something no one can ever do, but God did it to deliver Daniel and his friends from death. Now, take the time to discuss this with your kids through reflection questions. If your kids are 2 to 6 years old, you can ask them, "Do you remember any of your dreams?" Tell your family about it. If your kids are 7 to 12 years old, you can ask them, "Have you had a dream that you can still remember until now?" Share your dream. Then, it's your turn to be asked, "Are there situations in life that you don't understand? What do you do?" Afterwards, pray to God with your kids. It's best to end a family time with God. In our family devotional booklet, we have additional information found in our Discover section and even other explanation after your huddle time with your kids. This concludes our family devotional this week. But wait, there's more. Just to share updates on how our Kids Church Online is doing, we now have our Victory Group Online for preteens and preschool as well. The preschools have been doing it for months now, whereas we newly started our Victory Group Online for preteens, led by one of our kids' teachers. Thank you so much for being with us here today. We believe that this next generation of kids will raise even more believers and committed followers. See you next week for our third installment. God bless you.